Hi, I'm Michael Fagan, the fitness guru. This is A Healthy Pause. You can't really pass by a newsstand or even go on a lot of the pop culture sites without seeing these diets that are endorsed by celebrities. You know, you can get Gossip Girl's waist or America's Next Top Model legs. Even a lot of the fitness sites and magazines that I really enjoy, like Men's Health, will promise you Ryan Reynolds' abdomen if you do these 4 exercises and eat oatmeal for the rest of your life. And for the most part, I don't really pay attention to it because I think it's just part of pop culture and it's something that comes and goes. People will try it out and then it'll kind of fade. I think it's always interesting, and certainly for the publishing companies, it's a way to sell magazines. People like that, people buy into it. And then a friend of mine sent me this article from the London Daily Mail, which I found really interesting. It was this author, a very good journalist, very funny. It was a very funny article about how she followed a diet plan suggested by Gwyneth Paltrow and Tracy Anderson. Now, Gwyneth Paltrow, we all know, she's an actress. I thoroughly enjoyed her in Shakespeare in Love. And Tracy Anderson is her celebrity trainer, both the trainer of celebrities and a celebrity unto herself. She's worked with Gwyneth, she's worked with Madonna. I mean, she's just worked with everybody. They've got these new plans that they're endorsing. The author talks about a 30-day plan, a 90-day plan, and being inspired by a picture of Gwyneth in her bikini, this journalist decided that she was going to follow this 30-day plan and see where it took her. The plan included a modification of the way that she ate. I think that she said she was eating only 5 or 7 different foods for the first period of time. It included a great deal of exercise, so she was moving around a great deal more than she could. And what she found was that during the 30-day plan, she was almost suffering from blackouts. She was feeling very dizzy, very weak. Her hair quality was going downhill. Her nails were getting flaky. She went to see her doctor. Her doctor reported to her that she was living on slightly less than 700 calories a day, protein levels that were extraordinarily low, calcium levels that were low, which suggested that, if she were to continue on this path, she could suffer from pre-osteoporotic conditions, meaning she'd suffer such bone loss that her bones were getting brittle. And she was doing all of this based on this desire to look like Gwyneth in her bikini. All right, now we all have those desires. We all see these stars, we see these movie people, and we think, I'd like to look like that. I'd love to have Ryan Reynolds' abs, grade Romano cheese on it. Awesome. The problem is that when you think about these celebrities, you got to remember that this is what they do. It's their job to look this way. And when they're not actually making a movie, the rest of the time that they spend is exercising or having their chef or whomever create these foods for them so that they can get it all done. They'll work out however much they have to work out to look like that because that is their product. They have to sell that. Now, when they try and pitch it to the regular community, that's a tough pitch, especially when you're talking about a 30-day plan where you're modifying your food so dramatically and modifying your exercise habits so dramatically that it actually becomes dangerous. And that's when you got to watch out. I went and talked to a friend of mine, Dr. Mike Moreno. Now, Mike is interesting because he is a celebrity unto himself now. He created the 17-day diet. He wrote the book, and he's been on all the talk shows, and he's been really celebrated. He wrote back to me, and he said something interesting. He said, and I'm going to quote him directly, "The goal of any good diet plan should focus on reestablishing a healthy relationship with food again. This includes food types, portion control, and strategic placement of these foods in our busy lives. The body is a complex entity, but with a little discipline and structured, yet reasonable meal plan, and a little bit of exercise, success is inevitable." Now, Dr. Mike wrote this book after years of practice and working with people, and he kind of fell into the fact that he wrote this book. But the book is based on his education and his knowledge of the body. Mike is a doctor. He knows what's going on. Now, Tracy and Gwyneth, for all their good intention, are not medical people. And they're suggesting these situations that may not work for everybody. And you've got to understand that. The analogy that I like is your car. If you put sugar in the gas tank of your car, you shouldn't be all that surprised that your car is not going to work. You put diesel fuel in your Prius, it ain't going anywhere. If we looked at our bodies the same way, we'd find that we have a great deal of success. Weight is a condition that is brought about by balance. If you have a balanced meal plan and a balanced exercise plan, your body will lose extra weight. It will come down to its natural balanced weight. If you go to extremes in either direction, and that includes binge eating where you're eating pints of Ben & Jerry's, or starvation where you're eating less than 700 calories a day, your body's going to react accordingly. Yes, you might lose weight, but you're going to become very unhealthy. You're going to have blackouts, your nails are going to become brittle, you're going to suffer bone loss. It's very problematic. So when you're going out and deciding that you're going to rearrange the way that you live, you've got to think healthy. You've got to think whole foods. You've got to think portion control. That's a huge thing. Most of us have no idea how much we eat at any given time, so you really got to take a look at that. But most importantly, educate yourself. Talk to the people who really know, the people who've studied the human body for a long period of time. Learn about your body. Learn what your body needs. Because what your body needs is different from what my body needs. And it's different from what Gwyneth's body needs and everybody else's. You find that balance, and in time, your body's going to respond. Patience, education, perseverance, and you're going to have success. I'm Michael Fagan, the Fitness Guru. This has been A Healthy Pause. Come back and join us again real soon.